This is tutorial video number 9, and it's on combining multiple project schedules. This tutorial video will present the steps required to create a combined master schedule. 1. How to clear your D-Drive ProjectWise Cache folder. 2. How to export a schedule file from ProjectWise. 3. How to combine schedules to a master file. 4. How to maintain exported schedules and the master schedule. 5. How to update the ProjectWise server copy. And then 6. How to import the file. It is essential that project managers can manage their project from one master schedule. This allows project managers to track all projects at once. It allows them to maintain all schedules from one location, and it enables single status report generation for all schedules. Projects inserted into a master project are called subprojects. In order to create this file, it is helpful to clear your local ProjectWise cache folder, which is located in your D drive. To do this, first close ProjectWise. Then go to Start and click Computer. Click Data, ProjectWise, then click the Control key and the A key to select all the files, then press Delete, and then OK. This resets the connection between ProjectWise and your workstation. To combine all of your project schedules to a single file, the user must export all of their schedules to a shared network drive that is accessible to your project engineers. This can be done by right-clicking your schedule file in ProjectWise and then selecting Export. Make sure Export, Locks File, Changes Can Be Re-imported is selected. Then click Next. Browse to the network location that you would like to export the file to. I suggest exporting the schedule to the 301 General Admin folder in the X drive. Next, click OK. Next, and Finish. You can see the file has been exported in the ProjectWise window because it is a floppy disk next to the file name. If you try to open the file to edit it, a message pops up that says the file is read-only. This is because when you export the file, it becomes read-only. Once all of my project files have been exported, I will now create my master schedule. If the master schedule is to be shared, I recommend saving it to a network location, but if it's for personal use, I would save it to your desktop. To create a new file, you can right-click on your desktop and select New, and then Microsoft Project Document. I right-click the file on my desktop and rename the file Master Schedule. Then I double-click to open it. It's typically a good habit to fill out the project properties table. Next, go to the Project tab and click Sub-Project in the Insert ribbon. Now browse to the location where you exported your project file to. Select the file and click Insert. You can now expand the sub-project to make changes that will then update the exported file that is stored on the network. Note that the view formatting I had previously applied to the Gantt chart does not appear in the master project file. This is because formatting options are stored in the project file and therefore must be reapplied separately to the master schedule. Now you can go back and combine the remaining projects in the same fashion. When you save the master project, changes to the subproject are applied to the subproject source file as well. Likewise, the updates that your project engineer makes to the source file will update your master schedule. There is a live connection between the two files. In situations where you need to rebaseline, I recommend rebaselining the source file. This will automatically update the baseline presented in your master file. The justification for this is so project engineers will be able to maintain the individual project schedules, which will then update the master schedule that is used by the project manager. Now that you and your project engineers are actively maintaining project schedules using the exported source file and the master schedule, you still need to keep the ProjectWise file up to date. This is because other parties interested in your project's progression need access to the most up-to-date version of the schedule. To do this, you are responsible for updating the server copy in ProjectWise. The user that exported the file is the only person that is able to update the server copy. For this reason, I recommend project managers export files because they are more likely to remain in that position for the life of the project. If a new project manager is assigned, it is critical that the project manager imports all their project schedules prior to transferring schedule ownership. When the new project manager assumes responsibility, they should then go in and re-export the files and create a new master schedule. Now, to update the server copies for all exported project files, the project manager must go into ProjectWise, click on the Tools tab, and select Local Document Organizer. Click the floppy disk symbol, select all the schedule files, and then right-click and select Update Server Copy. I seriously recommend that the project manager does this on a weekly basis to ensure that the file is as up-to-date as possible. When a project schedule has been completed or a new project manager is assigned to a project, the current project manager must import the schedule file back into ProjectWise. This is done by going into ProjectWise and right-clicking on the project file and then selecting Import. This will remove the source file from the local drive, and it will break the connection between the schedule file and your master schedule. If the source file had been moved at some point, the project manager can import the file from the new location. Once the file has been imported, it can once again be managed from the ProjectWise folder. I recommend you go back into your master schedule and delete the sub-project to avoid any confusion. If you have any trouble with this process, please feel free to contact AEC Applications. This concludes Tutorial 9. Hopefully you now have a better idea of how to combine your schedules into one master schedule. Please proceed to Tutorial Video 10 to learn how to generate project reports.